And we are going to take a look at conundrum number 7. This one I think will be interesting to you because it involves a person of your age and the president. So we'll see what the connection is between those two things. So let's see what we can help solve, how we can help solve this conundrum.
Conundrums, created by Astronova School. Number 7, the President Conundrum. All right, I've got a question for you. Imagine this. A country is voting for their next president. According to the law, the president must receive the most votes in the election and be at least 35 years old. The election takes place, the voters vote, and instead of selecting one of the choices on the ballot, millions of voters write in the name Nova Sweet, a very famous 30-year-old. No one knows what to do since according to the law, Nova Sweet is not old enough to be president. What should happen next? Option A, President Sweet. Nova Sweet should become president. Option B, second place. The person who finished in second place should be president, assuming they are 35 or older. Option C, revote. There should be a revote without the option to vote for a write-in candidate. Option D, rain check. The candidate with the second highest votes should be president, but Nova Sweet will automatically become president when they turn 35. So, what should the country do next? Are you Team President Nova, Team Second Place, Team Revote, or Team Rain Check?
Interesting. So this person is not old enough to be president, but it is who the country has voted for. What shall we do? Let's figure it out together. If you would please go to your activities light bulb. You will notice that I pinned your Mint Mobile redesign to the top, so you'll have to scroll down to see your new activity. It is conundrum number 7, the president. Let's add that response, and we're going to take some notes on our 4 options. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so what is a conundrum? We know it's a situation where there's no clear right or good solution, but we still got to make a difficult choice. So let's watch this and pause to write in our facts.
Conundrums, created by Astronova School. Number 7, the President Conundrum. All right, I've got a question for you. Imagine this. A country is voting for their next president. According to the law, the president must receive the most votes in the election and be at least 35 years old. The election takes place, the voters vote, and instead of selecting one of the choices on the ballot, millions of voters write in the name Nova Sweet, a very famous 30-year-old. No one knows what to do since according to the law, Nova Sweet is not old enough to be president. What should happen next? Option A, President Sweet. Nova Sweet should become president. Option B, second place. The person who finished in second place should be president.
All righty, let's write down those first options. Go away, go away, go away. There we go. All righty, let's write in your first option on your seesaw task. The first option is President Sweet. The law is ignored and she is put into office anyway. The law is ignored and she is president.
Can you put it in the chat?
Ooh, what did I just do? There we go. So first option, law is ignored and she is put into office. The law does state, and this is a true law, that you must be 35 in order to be president. However, they would move that should be ignored and she should become president. That is our first option. Okay. Our second option was second place.
Assuming they are 35 or older. Option.
All right, second place. The person who got in second becomes the president because they are 35, so they do meet the law. So our second option here is second place. Otto wins the presidency. Okay, that is our second option. Second place goes ahead and takes the presidency. Good morning, Elijah. Third option is coming up here.
C. Revote. There should be a revote without the option to vote for a write-in candidate. Option.
All right, revote. So since they chose someone who was not eligible, they could re-vote to choose someone who is eligible. So vote again with no write-in option. Okay, that is a third option. They have elected someone who is to be president who is not 35 years old. So now they could vote again with only options of people who are eligible. All right, let's take a look at option D. Option D is
D. Rain check. The candidate with the second highest votes should be president, but Nova Suite will automatically become president when they turn 35. So,
all right, so rain check means we'll come back to it later and we will do it when we can. So this option would be Nova, or second place, gets to be president until Nova turns 35. So they're holding the place. Okay. This option, second place, gets to be president until Nova turns 35. Look at your options. Think about what your choice is. What should the country do? What would be your advice? Here's the final question.
what should the country do next? Are you Team President Nova, Team Second Place, Team Revote, or Team Rain Check?
All right. So I'm going to hop you into your breakout rooms, and I want you to discuss with your breakout room which option you feel is best for the country. We have several friends who are joining us late, so if you join us late, you can listen to the conversation. Please listen to the conversation. All right. What should the country do? And go. Question is, what should the country do next? What should be the country's move? William, what's your opinion?
I think Team D, because they both will get to be president, and Nova's only 30. She doesn't meet the law.
Okay, so keep the law in place, but she gets her shot when she does meet that requirement. All right, Daniel, what are your thoughts?
I think revote because you be president. They said the second place can be president till she's 35. And you can't be president for 5 years.
Oof. Daniel on the technicalities of terms. Excellent. I had that same thought. A term's only 4 years. How would she get to be president in 5 during this term? Great. Terrence, what's your opinion on the matter?
So I think that it is Team I think it is Team Rain.
Rain check?
Yeah, because they get to, because even though the other person gets 5 years, she still gets a chance to be president. And
Okay.
she's 30, and if she's a better president than everybody else, then everybody else will be mad. So I think they should change that law.
Okay, so you think the law should change, but in the meantime, while they figure it out, she gets her shot when she's 35 because that's who the country wants.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Leah, what's your opinion, my dear?
So I think we do the revote, because if we vote again, no one will be mad. But also, I don't agree with rain check, because then when in 5 years Nova won't know what's happening, because the second place was being it for 5 years. So Nova won't have anything to know about.
Okay, so when they, on that rain check, you don't agree with that because then when it's time to vote again, the country won't have their choice to do so when they should have that right. Okay, they might feel differently in 5 years. Steve Rogers, what's your opinion?
So I think rain check, well, not rain check, but vote, because it is still fair, it is still perfectly legal, and the write-in president, and that is what makes it just the right, and plus Nova Sweet probably doesn't know anything and is just being shoved into this because she's famous, since she's probably going to lead the country into destruction.
So you said revote, is that right?
Yes, because honestly, if she got president, she wouldn't know anything because she was just randomly shoved in there.
Okay, so you think she didn't even put herself up for it, so why should she get that? And then also that it follows the law of a revote being legal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she just destroyed the economy because she doesn't know what she's doing.
It can be scary when we don't have someone who chose a presidency becoming president. I understand that. Yes, Levin.
I choose revote, but why would they? Well, I mean rain check. Rain check. But what? But the story, the video said that she was known as a famous person, so they voted her for fame.
So you don't think it was wise on America's part in the first place, but you're saying you think rain check is your opinion?
Yeah,
so
but they voted for fame.
So in 5 years, she should get the shot, even though she's not even a politician.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. Thank you. Yes, Tim, your opinion, sir.
I think rain check.
Why?
Because she'll be second place for 5 years. Then she'll kind of know presidency. Then when it's finally time for her to get a shot at being president, she'll know more than she did before.
Interesting. So you think in those 5 years, she should take time to study and to get ideas together for when she does become president. Well, all right. That's something I hadn't considered. Very persuasive. Yes, William?
All right. I also agree with Levin and Steve. She just got put in there because it was probably most of her fans that voted for her because she's known for fame and not smart or brains.
So you're thinking that she doesn't necessarily have the skills developed yet to become the president. Okay, interesting. All right. My opinion on the matter is that they should revote. On the first vote, most Americans did not vote for someone who was eligible, so they should get a chance to use their voices now. That is my opinion on the matter. All right, friends, if you would please go ahead and write up your final decision. Perhaps your final decision changed as you were listening to your friends, But go ahead and type that up now, and after you've typed it, click on that green check to turn it in, please.